let me say this first though. I can honestly say that I understand that when a set is recreated, that
Hmm.
person might tag, the person who they created it from. Now, if the next
Right,
person sees theirs, they're going to tag that person who they get the
right,
inspiration from, but not the original creator. So it kind of just snowballs
right,
a little bit, which is, which is like, I can't blame that. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they
right.
see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first
But
thing, they're
yeah.
just going to see whose page that it comes from. Now, I feel
Hmm.
like when it comes to the nail industry, we have to start deep diving into who is actually starting these trends, because
Right.
I have so many trends that I have started in the nail community that I do not get my full credit from.
Hmm.
Some days it's overwhelming a little bit. Some days it's
Right.
sad. Some days sometimes I can be a little pissed off some days, but I mean it happens.
Polish in my hand, I'm ready to create each nail a masterpiece. I can hardly wait. Soft pastels or vibrant hues, each tells a tale in their artistry of nails. Nothing ever fails. With each swirl and twirl, let the magic begin in this kingdom of gloss. There's no end to the wind. Gloss on my fingertips, watch them shine bright. Painted like a canvas, colors taking flight. Feeling fierce and fabulous, I'm ready to ignite. Slaying the nail game every single night. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the Bird. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the Bird.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. Today, we have a very special guest with us today. She is a very talented personal artist. Please welcome Unicorn Acrylics. Hello, Unicorn Acrylics, and how are you?
Hello, you guys. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Yeah, great to meet you.
I'm
Great to have
excited,
you. Yeah,
right? I'm
absolutely.
excited. This is my first interview. It's like, what? I'm nervous. I'm nervous, y'all.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, I want to go ahead and get started by really asking where you're originally from and tell us a little about your upbringing.
My upbringing was very simple. It was me, my mom, my sister. Um, Really not much to it, honestly. Just a regular family, regular, everyday grinding to get to it. My mom was super busy. It was mostly just
Mhm.
me and my sister, I would say. And
Right.
she was like another mom to me, basically,
Yeah.
due to my
Hmm.
mom being so busy with work, which we totally understand. Single mother, you got to do what you got to do. So it was
Right.
really just me and my sister. And we're locked in. So I absolutely love her. My upbringing it wasn't bad. It was not tough. As far as I know, I did not know about it at all. Some kids know about the struggle. To be honest, my mom did not show us that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, my upbringing was awesome. Honestly, I was a kid. I got to be a kid. I got to be a kid. So I'm like, that was just amazing with that. Honestly. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, most definitely. I want to go ahead and talk about your school experience. So what is like your school experience like, college, grade school, things like that?
Oh, grade school. So my first grade school, I went to Thoreau Elementary.
Mhm.
It was not the best for me. Due to me being born with one of my legs longer than the other, I got bullied a lot in middle
Mm.
school. I got to my first fight in middle school. I got
Oh,
kicked
wow.
out. Went to a different middle school. Then it was mostly just like Christiany. I went to Atonement Lutheran, and
Mhm.
honestly, I met most of my friends that I know now from Atonement Lutheran. I actually loved it. Honestly, we went to church every day. We had to learn Bible study and stuff like that. It was one classroom to each grade, and I
Right.
stayed there until fourth to eighth grade. So I was with those kids, same kids every year. So we all were super close, all were super together.
Mhm.
Um, High school is when stuff changed. I went to a ghetto high school, as they would say here. It was called Madison. Honestly, it was a total 360 from high school, from middle school to high school. It was you getting put down with metal detectors. It was fights
Mhm.
everywhere. It was just like whoa. But luckily, I was the person that could resonate with everyone. I could blend
Right.
in with everybody. I could talk to everybody. So I never really had any issues in high school as well. It was just my surroundings. I was most definitely like, this is
Mhm.
crazy. But like, I wasn't in any drama, so I was like, I'm good. To get
Yeah, yeah,
I can
yeah, yeah.
really
Right, right, exactly.
you see a fight, it's like, okay, it's a fight. We go into class, tell me who won, whatever. It was one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
But other than that, it was cool. I mean, college, I did not go to college. I did go to
Mhm.
nail school though.
Mhm.
Um, I just actually had my state board test this morning.
Oh.
Yes, it was. Oh my god, it was actually my second one. I failed my first one, which is a little sad, but it's
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Like, I did it again. I prayed on it. I studied really super hard, and I hopefully I passed this time. But
Yeah,
nail school was awesome. I could say that nail school was awesome. My instructor
yeah.
was amazing. The classmates I had were amazing. We all
Mhm.
still keep in contact with each other till this day. Um, yeah, I'm a little simple, a little simple. I kind of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
life, no problems at all for me.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah,
not thinking about
absolutely,
it.
yeah.
Oh, do I have any issues? No, no. Other than that, I mean, my school for me was kind of ups and downs. I feel like that's for
Mhm.
everyone though. It's school. Kids are
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
kids are
definitely.
some kids are iffy. Some kids are great. You know,
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly, that's the whole thing, and
they
the
come
thing
and
is,
go.
yeah, yeah, the whole thing with school is, like, you deal with, the up and down of, like, kids and stuff like that, and,
Yeah,
and you have your friends during that time, and
yeah,
you have a lot of more self-discovery during
yeah.
that time in grade school,
So
and
much.
also in college too. Like, I went to
Yeah,
art school, and, you start to understand the ropes of life and
yeah,
things like that a little bit. But also too, like, the whole thing with licensing and just trying to, like, take the test, like,
yeah,
I've failed theory, like, 3 or so times. I passed on the 4th time, and, like, practical, I passed the 1st time. So
yeah.
I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so
See, my theory, I passed my first time. My practical, I thought I passed. I thought I had
mhm.
it in the bag, and I got my grade back, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what happened?" Like, now today,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
like, okay, now I'm kind of nervous because like today, like I'm thinking I'm having it in the bag, but I haven't got my score back yet, so I'm looking like I do
Right.
not know, but I do not want to take this over. Like I am if I fail this time, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of, am I taking this again? Because we have to keep paying over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like that is crazy. I feel like they should at least give us like one free time.
Right,
Just
yeah.
a little bit. We going through recessions and stuff right now. There's all type of stuff going on. Like, it's too much.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
too
yeah.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can be a bit much. Hold on for I wanna get into the next question. So what were, like, your earliest memories in regards to nails and beauty? Was there anyone in your life, like friends or family, that was in the beauty industry? Or that is in the beauty industry?
What's crazy is no. Not that I know of, honestly. My mom worked a lot.
Mhm,
Um, so she used to get dressed up a lot. I used to see her get dressed up, do her hair. I used to watch her and stuff growing up. And then the older she got, she kind of shifted a little bit, came kind of more chill.
mhm,
So other than that, my grandmother, she used to always get her nails done. I remember growing up. But like mostly the women in my life, they're more like on the chill side, they're like
right.
super
Mhm.
like girly, girly. My sister is, but with nails, she's more like a French tip. That's all
Yeah.
she'll do. That's all she would do. And but like growing up, I always wanted to be like super girly, super nails on, hair done, makeup. I was all about it. And I used to be
Yeah.
so but like being an introvert, I'm always like in the house and I'm always like secluded to myself. So like in my mind, I'm like, who is going to see this? You know what I'm saying? Like, or it's like for me, I'm mostly just like, do I need that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a savings person. Like, if I don't need it, I'm not touching it. Like, and
Right.
also, we're also more like natural beauties, you know. So we don't really, we're not. It's not really like important. It was never really like important to us growing up. We always just had each
Mhm.
other, you know. We always just blended in with ourselves most of the time. And me being an introvert, I was never really like, oh my god, I want to go get some nails. It was weird because I now that I think about it now, I'm like, what got me into nails? Because I never seen anyone of my like family members getting them done. We used to go a couple times, but not as often as like every 2 weeks you gotta go get a fill. It's like you get your nails done, you leave them on for as long as you pop them off, you won't be back in like a year. You know what I'm saying? It was one
Right.
of
Right. Right. Right.
so it was
Yeah.
yeah. The people growing up with me, we were always just chill, natural. We got work to do, you know. We're
Hmm.
grinding right now. We can focus on that later on in life, you know.
Yeah.
I always wanted to though. I've always envied the girls who just can sit back and get their nails done and just had time to just be able to just be a girl. You know,
Right.
I've
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
thought that was just so cool. Like y'all get to be girls. Like, oh my God. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Right.
want to be a
Exactly.
girl. I want to be. I swear, I was so ready for it. Like, oh my god, I really want to get my nails done. But what's crazy
Hmm.
is I do not like nails on my fingers.
Really?
Yes, I hate nails on my
Yeah. I'm
fingers.
the same way. Yeah.
Oh my god, if I cannot feel my fingertip, I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't give it to me. I love doing them, but on my own, nope. I'm thinking about my
Mm.
nail breaking. I'm thinking about it popping off. I don't even want to get into that. Oh my god, it's, no, no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing because like for me, I like to wear nails, but it's like for like an artistic display type
Yeah,
of thing.
that's why I
I
love
don't wear them.
bracelets.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah,
the press ons, like I wear them like as a like I wear them to show a body of work that I'm doing on a set of
yeah,
nails. I don't wear them like every day and stuff like that, or have them on long term.
yeah,
Things like I like to work with my hands.
yeah, yeah.
I don't want to have to be able to feel.
Yes, I have to feel my fingertips. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
what am I touching? Like, how do y'all be knowing what y'all touching if y'all grabbing for something? It's like, how do y'all
yeah,
know? It's tapping your fingers, not the fingertips. Girl.
yeah,
uh-uh.
yeah, yeah. Right, exactly.
I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with that. So, what attracted you to the nail industry and becoming a press-on nail artist?
Here's I think in the industry. Oh, to be honest, I have absolutely no clue. I remember my ex boyfriend, he was a barber, and we was
Hmm.
all during COVID time. I used
Right.
to watch him all the time. It was just quick, easy money with him. He'd take a person, do a haircut, and I was just like, oh my god, I was so like impressed because it was like he used to take care of me at the time, and I was just like, I kind of felt bad because like I felt like I wasn't putting too much into everything. So I just wanted to find something that I could do to like
Hmm.
pass time, but also learn. But once I got the hang of it,
Hmm.
I was like, this is me. Like this is it, And
Right.
once I started doing creative, like once I learned that I can be creative more on them, or like making it's like many little sculptures. So I was like,
Yeah. Right.
this is awesome because I've always been artistic. I've always been artistic with drawing, painting,
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
molding stuff. I used to mix lotions together, like I used to do so much stuff with my hands, and I was just like, I need something to do. And once I found nails, and once it clicked with me, I was like, I cannot believe. I still to this day be like, I do nails. Like I can't believe I do nails because like I don't even
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I didn't grow up with them at all like that. It was crazy. But like honestly,
Yeah.
I found something that I could be creatively me with it,
Right. Hmm.
and I
Right.
absolutely adore nails. It's my safe space now, honestly. Like it brings me peace, honestly. It really does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. I was the same way. Like I've always been like an art type of
Yes.
person since I was a little kid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I love like just the whole thing of being expressive. I didn't really
Yeah.
care much about the other subjects. I wanted to be
Yes.
creative
I
You know?
swear, I used to draw my mom's car, her backseat, little stick figures. I used to get in trouble in school for drawing on notebooks and stuff. It was just like, man, I need to do something with my hands. And my mom was like,
Right. Yeah.
we start painting and drawing and stuff. And then it was like, once I bought that nail kit, at first it was just like, like I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this, but it was just for
Yeah.
fun. It honestly just was for quick money at first. But then, like,
Mhm.
once I found my niche with it, I was like, I'm buying everything. Like I need it. Like I need nail tips. I need gel. I
Right.
need builder gel. And there's
You
like,
need everything. Just grab them all.
oh my god, like it's so much to nails that I feel like people don't really know about,
Yeah.
and I want to showcase that to the world. Like it's nails are much more than anybody think. Like nails are centerpieces.
Absolutely.
It's
Totally.
it completes your whole outfit. I feel like without nails, you're missing out. Like you need nails on
Mhm.
at least something on your fingers. So nails are absolutely like amazing to me. I absolutely love them. They are a part of my life right now, and I do not want to get rid of them at all. Like anybody that want to do nails, please do nails. Please do nails. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so much, so
The
much.
nail industry, yeah, it's so much. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's so much to really, really learn about just with nails in terms of the nail industry,
yeah,
especially creatively too. And the thing
yeah,
is that like I got into nails around like 13 or 14 years old.
yeah,
After watching my mom get her nails done at the nail salon, and that's what
yeah,
really struck my interest. But also looking at the nail competition end of things, in Nail Pro magazine, I'm just like, yo, people
yeah.
do nails like that, and I was like, oh, okay.
See,
So I started like experimenting and the gels and
yep,
you really, really just explore, and there's so many things that you can do with nails, and it's gotten so advanced now,
yeah,
and people you use like nail art as a way to express themselves. Black
yep,
women have always done it.
yep. Most definitely, because I'm an introvert. I'm in the house. I don't know what's going on in the world. I'm just doing nails, and I feel like you can
Yeah,
see me through them, And I feel like every time I ship out of nails, I'm shipping out a part of me, honestly. So absolutely love them.
yeah,
I
yeah, absolutely, totally.
yeah,
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I want to
most
get into as far
definitely.
as the next question. So, how will you describe your nail art style, and where do you find inspiration as far as your nail art?
Oh, my nail out style. I would describe it as me.
Hmm.
As I would describe it as wild, imaginative, magical, inspiration.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Hmm.
When it comes to me finding my inspiration for nails, I honestly find it anywhere,
Hmm.
anywhere. Honestly, like I can look in my nail room right now. I have so much stuff probably that's just popping out at me. That's like, oh, that'd be cool, or that'd be nice. I love doing my research on nails. When it comes to like a design, I like all my stuff to flow together as one.
Right.
And I like to create like an image or a picture,
Right.
for my nail art inspirations. What else? Oh, girl, it's so much I can say. It's so much I can say. It really is. Like I don't know. It just speaks to me, And it's like I'm
Yeah.
very detailed. I always have to get into my details when it comes to nails. Even the
Right.
smallest little thing on it, I have to have it on there, or I'm gonna feel like I'm missing something, or it's not complete, or it's not done. Um, yeah, like I love water, so I like to go to like parks and stuff. Sit. I am 420 friendly. I can't if I'm able to say that. So that's a lot of my inspiration comes from, especially when I'm like in my own little world and stuff like that. I like to draw stuff down. I write down everything. Like if I'm not in my nail room and I think of an idea, I have to jot it down, or I'm going to forget about it later on because my brain is
Right.
just it's moving constantly all the time with nail
Right.
designs. And I also try to stay away from what everybody else is doing. That's
Hmm.
kind of like a big pet peeve for me. I do not like kind of doing what everybody else is doing a little bit. I like to
Yeah,
keep
me
to
too.
my own. I kind of don't pay attention to anybody else as well. Um,
Hmm.
I feel like it's more genuine that way, honestly.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
it's also just coming from my own brain stems
Hmm.
when it's that way. honestly. Yeah, I find my daughter as well. She's inspiration enough. You know, she's always coming to me like, "Mom, you should try this. Mom, you should try that." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." It's like she's most definitely like my biggest supporter with all of this. Honestly,
Oh,
she is. I'm telling you, we'll be out like that'd be cool on the nail. And I'm like, "Dang, that would." Now I'm coming home. Now I gotta make the nail for her. It's like, and she's like, "Dude, you're so dope." Like it's I swear, oh my god, it's amazing. Honestly, the way that my
mhm,
brain can just take something so small and make something so amazing. Honestly, and I
mhm.
adore that about myself. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. And the thing that I find very, very cool about your nail art, it gives me that Japanese kawaii
yes,
Y2K type of vibe.
that is
I
what.
like how, yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of gives like that junk nail type of
yeah.
vibe.
Japanese culture, I feel like is they're big, they're bold, they're bright, they're colorful. They just do what they want to do, and they're
Mhm.
not apologetic about it. The big
Right.
hair, the big eyes. And they're
Mhm.
very detailed into everything. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're beyond this world. So like, they're a huge inspiration for me when it comes to my inspiration with nails. It's like, or some I'm like, what they especially when I'm doing a set, and especially like when it comes to like Japanese culture sets that I do, I'm like, would they approve
Right.
this? Would they approve this if they do it? And every time I get a Japanese set and my clients fly to Japanese, I always get approved. I always get approved. They're like always like, oh my god, I have to look at your nails. They're taking me pictures and stuff. It's
Right.
absolutely
Yeah.
amazing, man, because they're like in awe with my work, and I'm like, y'all not doing this there, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, no. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Right. Exactly.
it's so cool. It's actually so cool. Their approval is everything, especially when it comes to Japanese culture nails. Yeah,
Yeah, that's really, really awesome. I
that's
want to get into the next question. So I want to talk about as far as your business. So you have your own business called Nailed by a Unicorn. So I want to
yes.
get into that. So like what got you started with building your own press on nail business, but also too, what are some of the challenges you face while building your brand?
With building my press on business, it was not my first thing that I wanted to do. Honestly,
Mhm.
I did want to do like more so full sets and stuff on that's on the hand, but being
Right.
that the state that I am in, we are not like ahead of our time when it comes to nail designs. We're more so simple girlies, French tip rhinestones, like no, no, no bashing them or anything like
Yeah,
that. It's
yeah.
just that I'm more extra than I don't supposed to be in the state that I'm supposed to be in. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm supposed to. I feel like I'm supposed to be like in a state where it's fashion everywhere, like New York and stuff like that.
Right.
But
Mhm.
that's why I got into press-ons because everybody was wanting my work, but they could not make it to me all the time. So I was just like, let's just try press-ons for a little bit, and that's when everything changed because I would rather do press-ons now. I get to
Mhm.
be in my own personal space. I get to work as slow and as fast as I want to.
Right.
I get
Mhm.
to take my time with every set. I get to put my entire heart into that set before I ship it out. And
Absolutely.
they know that. They know that for sure. They let me take as much time as I possibly need. And it's absolutely amazing. Um, when it comes to like, what was the question again? I'm sorry, babe.
Sorry, take your time.
Okay. Challenges I face. Oh, so many challenges. Where do I start? Honestly, it has not been all bad because I stand on my principles. I stand on
Mhm.
my boundaries.
Right.
I do because of my nails are so as they are.
Mhm.
I do get a lot of like celebrities, influencers, like wanting to do promotions and stuff like that, or like they want me to ship them stuff for free. you know?
Right. Yeah.
And honestly, personally, I just don't feel like I can do that because I have so many hardworking women that save their money and spend their money on me. And I don't feel like it'll be right to just ship somebody something free just because of their status. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Right. Yeah,
if I'm
absolutely.
going to do that, I'm going to ship it to somebody who has spent their hard on money on me, you know. And sometimes,
Absolutely.
you know, I get those little messages, you know, that's like, you know, I could go to anybody else, you know, it's plenty other people out here doing what you do. It's like, okay, you know, you can go to them. That's fine. You know, I don't, all money is not good money. And I truly believe that.
Right.
Um, Especially all promotion is not good promotion. I feel like whatever is
Right.
for me, God will give me that. Um,
Mhm.
and I would just continue to do me and build with myself and my clients that absolutely adore my work, you know, because,
Mhm.
you know, some people, you know, it's nice that they think of me, you know, but then it's like,
Right.
did you go through my page? Did you follow me? Did you like anything? You know, it's like
Right.
stuff like
Exactly.
that. Or did you just instantly see my page, see one nail set and be like, hey, you know, I want
Right.
this. Can you
Mhm.
give me this for free? I'll send you a picture. It's like my clients are my muses. You know, myself is my muse.
Mhm.
I promoted myself with just them. So I feel like I would be very disrespectful if I just send something off for free and I don't even send them something off for free. You know, so that
Right.
was one of my most challenges when it came because I was like, dang. In the beginning, it was just like, you know, should I send this off? Should I promote myself more? Should I get myself out there more? But I feel like as long as you're working hard and you are dedicated, you can
Mhm.
do anything, you know, and that's
Absolutely.
exactly what I proved and that's exactly what I did. So, and right now
Mhm.
I'm like the face of nails, you know, like everybody comes to my page for inspiration, everybody comes to my page for a set. So it's like I'm just going to
Right.
have to just keep doing what I have to do and I don't mind that cuz this is only the beginning and I've grown so much over just the past year or two, you know, with my nail artwork. So I don't know where I'm going to be next year, but I know I'm going to be way better than I am now. And I
Absolutely.
just got to keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm ready. I'm ready for anything that's coming my way, honestly. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Just I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, you're fine.
um, I think to add on to the conversation, one of the things you brought up that's very very important is the aspect of understanding your value and your worth. And I
Yep.
think the thing is that when especially people past that say can you do a set for me and things like
Yeah.
that. And I've had instances where I got snubbed, you know,
Yeah.
and the thing is that like I think with us as nail artists or just creators in general, I think we have to understand it's okay to, charge your worth.
Yep.
It's okay to, really, charge like, hey, I charge for this personal nail
Yeah.
set or this body of work that I've created and stuff,
Yep.
because the thing is, I think what people who have higher status or who
Yeah.
have ultimately don't understand or who do understand but don't care is
Yeah.
that other people got to eat. The
Yes.
person that
We have
reaching out
bills
to
to pay.
for
We got
for
stuff to do.
a
We got
set
to
or
buy food. Like we can't just
yeah,
wake up and go
food
on
and
vacation and buy
bills
plane
and
tickets. You know, like we
yeah,
have to get into it. So I'm like, no, I've known my work. I've known my work since the very beginning, and I have yet to bring myself down on any of my work at all. I don't care. Even if it's like, you know, a celebrity I would love to work with, you know, that's probably not like Cardi B or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
right,
But like even like that, it's just, hey, like I got to get paid just like you got to get paid, and we
exactly,
either can make something work or I'm sorry, I just can't do it, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, I just can't. I'm sorry. My worth
yeah,
is so much more, especially as much time and as much love as I put into all my sets, and to do it for free, you know. No, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
yeah, yeah,
Can't do it.
yeah. And that's the thing, and I get where some people say like certain instances you do it for free, but other instances it's like, even still you still want to understand your
Yep.
worth and your value. Like, yeah, you want to make connections,
Yeah.
things like that, but you don't want people taking advantage of you because
Yep.
if they can, they will.
They
You know
will.
what I mean? And things like that.
Yeah.
So, It's definitely understanding your worth, understanding pricing and stuff like that. And that's how I've grown to learn as I've gotten, not only as I've gotten older, but as I've gotten more experience doing nails and being in the industry, is learn to charge more for what I'm worth. Like I started charge like 50, $60 for a nail set,
Yeah.
and now I charge like at least 100, 200 or something dollars for nails,
Yeah.
depending on what the person wants. But the thing
Yeah.
is that like just again, and then you make a very excellent point, is really understand your worth and your value. But I also wanted to ask this question, like, what's some piece of advice you would give for new nail artists, techs, or personal artists who are trying to understand their worth?
Ooh. Honestly, ooh. I honestly feel like that's just something that you have to look deep in, like deep inside. You
Yeah.
know, it's like if you know that you are on a mission, if you know that you have a goal that you are trying to get to, and you know that goal, and that's
Hmm.
like right now with me. Honestly, I have one goal, and that is just to be a nail artist. I want to be a celebrity nail artist, but I want to be a low key one. I want to be in the back. I don't want to be as famous. I just want to be wealthy enough. You know, but honestly, you
Yeah.
just have to you got to focus, and I feel like
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how much advice I could honestly give because I knew from jump, like I was not playing. And I know like some days it's hard, some days you don't have clients, some days it feel like this is just not it. Some days it feel like I just want to quit. You can't. If this is honestly
Right.
something that you want to do, you cannot quit, honestly. You just gotta keep going. I pray
Yeah.
all the time. I focus. I black out everything in the world around me, and it's
Yeah.
me and my artwork, honestly. So like you just gotta know your work, man. And if not, just pray on it. Honestly, pray on
Yeah.
it. If you do get a promotion from anybody and you just wanna like, hey, maybe I should pray on it. God gonna tell you
Right.
everything. Do your research, ask some questions, like try to get to know them. If they're not trying to do that, you know what I'm saying, back off. They're really just there for one thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's like if they don't see your worth, you gotta see it. You just gotta see your own worth. You just
Absolutely.
gotta see.
Totally. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. So I want to get into the next part. So I want to talk about Janet Jackson. So you've done some nails for Janet Jackson. So what was your experience doing her nails, and did you
Ooh.
get a chance to interact with her?
Yeah. Actually, it was a concert here. At was it State Farm? I think it was at State Farm. It was a concert here that she was doing.
Hmm.
One of my friends actually somebody posted something on Facebook and was like, somebody needs their nails done. It's a concert tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really on Facebook, but my friend
Yeah.
told me like, hey, it's a celebrity that might need their nails done. And then I was like, okay, send me the number. They sent me the number. I text the person. At first, I thought it was a scam. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was going to get scammed. I thought I was going to get kidnapped. I didn't know. I did not know, honestly. And
Right.
then they
Yeah.
touched me back and it was like, yo, we gotta be here at this time, this location. And I looked it up. I was like, who's supposed to be playing at the thingy tonight? And it was Janet Jackson. I was like, there's no way I'm about to do Janet Jackson nails. Like there's absolutely no way. Like there's no way. I called my mom. I was like, I'm about to do Janet Jackson's nails. Can you watch my daughter? And she instantly drop her off. Like, come right now. I was getting ready. And then once I got there super early, okay? Like, I was there like hours before Janet Jackson was even there. That's how, like, I was on it. And it was like, they put me
Right.
in, they checked me, security guard checked me and stuff like that. I was like, yo, this is really happening. Like, whoa, like, what's going on? I was shocked because I was like, what is happening right now? I was trying like not to cry the whole time. And then like once it came to me actually doing her nails, they told me that before I even walked in the room, they told me they was like, don't come in here doing be acting all jittery. I was just like, how am I not supposed I'm finna touch
Right. Exactly.
Janet Jackson? What do you
This is
mean? Like,
Janet.
and
Like,
then when she came in, I set up all my stuff. She really didn't want much at all, honestly. She just wanted a simple manicure and me to polish her nails. She had the nail polish color that she already that she wanted to do. And I was like, okay, cool. cool. You know, it's a little simple. At first, I was not talking. You know, I was shaking a little bit, and she actually like stopped me and she held my hand and she was like, "It's okay. You know, I'm a regular person. Just act like it's a regular day. You know, you're just doing a regular person." And I calmed down
Yeah.
and stuff. She started asking me, you know, my name and what I do. You know, her son was running around and, you know, security and stuff like that, which is perfectly
Oh,
fine.
that's
And we started
nice.
talking, you know, her voice is so sweet, you know, it was just like, oh my.
Yeah.
And then like once we started talking, I calmed down and she was like, "Are you like excited and stuff?" I was like, I grew up on your music, you know, like my mom used to bump your music all the time. Like
Yeah.
I was like I couldn't breathe. Oh my god, I could not breathe. That day was like truly like I can do this, you know, like
Yeah.
that was the day I was just like I am meant to do nails because. And then I even showed her my Instagram, and she was like, "Dude, like." You're cool. Like, what is going on? She was like, that's great. I even was trying to give her one of my nail sets, but sadly I couldn't due to her security guard and stuff like that. But that was okay. I was just super excited that she got to see my work and I got to speak with her and she told me I could do
That's
anything I wanted
amazing.
to do. It was a moment in life where I was like, yeah, like yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't even know
Cool.
how to explain it. Honestly, it was just, it was
Yeah.
awesome. She gave me tickets to the show. I went to her show. It was awesome. It was really awesome. And then I went home. Oh my god, she even hugged me at the end. You know, I went home. I touched my mom. And she was like, "I'm never washing my hands again." I was like, never gonna, I'm never washing this sweater. He was like, yo, like, I'm never washing my hand again. I swear. It was, metaphorically, I had to wash my hand, but it was just like, it was just like, man, like,
Right.
she's an amazing person. She's an amazing artist. She's a very sweet soul. She's about her business, and it was really amazing talking to her that day. And it was like after that I was on it. I was focused. I was just like she was like, "You're gonna be something." And I was just like, man, like hearing that from you and hearing how much my work was just like awesome to you and you absolutely loved it and thought I was different, that was a lot for
That's
me, you
incredible.
know. Being able to just be like, dang, I set myself apart, you know, it was really cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's really cool. I'm very, very happy for you that you got to experience that. Like, this is Janet, like,
Thank
like
you.
the legend Janet, like from the Jackson
Man,
family, Michael
literally.
Jackson's sister. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? So that's really cool that you got to really experience. And plus,
yeah,
actually, speak to her too. That's
right.
cool.
I thought I couldn't say nothing. Like I thought I was in there, like you know, like let me get in, let me get in, get out. You know, because everybody was rushing everywhere, everybody's moving around. I'm like, oh my god, am I moving a little too slow? You know what I'm saying? I was shaking. She was just like, we gonna be here for an hour. Relax, you know, breathe. She made me stop. She made me breathe and get right back to it. And I was like, yeah, I got this. I got this.
Yeah,
It was
yeah, yeah.
awesome.
That was really, really cool. I want to
Yeah.
get into as far as of the nail industry. So, in your perspective, coming from a press on nail artist point of view, what is your take in terms of the nail industry and how it's evolved, or how it could be improved?
Honestly, when it comes to the nail industry, I feel like it's evolving every day.
Yeah,
There's something new coming out every day.
agreed. Yeah.
And honestly, me, I am a person that has evolved the nail industry in a lot of ways. From the French, like the mossy grass French tips, from the
Yeah, I remember
eyeball
those.
nails, you know, from the sushi Japanese style nail sets that has been going around. It's like when I look back and think about it, I did not know that I was going to actually like evolve the nail world as much as I have, which is really cool. Um, it's the nail industry is it's difficult, but it is also amazing to watch as far as what we are able to do, you
Right.
know. And I honestly, I don't really know. It's
Yeah.
going in so many directions. It's growing in so many ways. There's new products coming out every day.
Right. Yeah.
It's a trend happening every
Yeah.
moment.
Trends coming in, coming back.
Yes, it's crazy. It's so crazy. But honestly, I try to, when it comes to all of that, I don't be even thinking I be starting trends sometimes. Like sometimes I just be effing around with stuff, and it just like, and then it just boom. It just, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Right.
I wake up and it's everywhere, and I'm like, oh my god, like it's really crazy. But it's like it's an awesome feeling as well, being an inspiration to other people in the nail industry, because
Right.
I just started. I only been doing nails for a couple years. People have been here for the longest, and it's like
Yeah.
I never knew that I would make that much of an impact on the nail industry at all. So it's
Mhm.
it's honestly amazing to see as far as everybody can go in their creativity, as creativity wise, when it comes to nail stuff, because people are going crazy nowadays. Like it's so much stuff everywhere. It's so much stuff that people want to do, and I think it's honestly amazing to watch all the nail techs like come together and stuff like that. I mean, it's when it comes to like like little dramas and stuff like here and there, you might hear, in the nail industry,
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
like nail
Right.
tech on nail
Exactly.
tech. I mean, it happens. It happens. But I feel like as long as you're focusing on your own stuff, it anything's possible. Honestly, that's how
Right.
I feel about the nail industry.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like my
There's so much stuff that has evolved in the nail industry. Like how I said in the beginning, where there's so many products and there's so many trends
yeah,
and things come and go. And the thing is, I
yeah,
do remember the Moss set that you did,
yep,
and that
yeah,
and once you did that, that stuff took off and everybody else was doing it. So
man.
yeah,
I was like, whoa, I was really just effing around, and I was like, what happened? Like I looked up and
right,
there's moss
exactly.
everywhere, and I was like,
Yeah, Moss sets everywhere.
no, that was like my first viral thing, and I was just like, that
Yeah,
is crazy. And then like I started doing like more of the eyeballs. I started seeing the eyeballs everywhere. Like there's not
mhm.
one nail tech in this world whose page you can click on. It's either the moss nails or the eyeballs there, and I'm just
Yeah,
like,
the eyeballs. Yeah, I've
no,
been seeing that
like
too.
you know what I'm saying? It's like that.
Yeah,
It's crazy. It's like I had that much of an influence, and it's really crazy. It's really crazy. And then after that, it was just like, man, like there's so much you can do. There's so much you can do. And I was like,
yeah,
whoa, I had to. And then once I started breaking down sets, and it was just like, yeah, it's really cool, because it's really like little sculptures, they're like,
yeah, yeah.
oh my
Little
god,
sculptures,
it's
bodies of
so
work. Yeah.
small. I swear, it's like, and it's so cool when it all just comes together. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
totally,
Yeah.
totally. Now, do you think that black women are given enough credit in the industry? Why or why not?
Whew. Girl, I was so scared to answer this question. I was so scared for this question when I seen it. I was like, oh my god, should I like, hold myself in? Honestly, no.
Yeah,
um,
just
but
give your honest perspective.
oh no, it's no. Honestly, for me, I can
Mhm.
say, as a black woman, and all of the sets that I have made, that have been recreated, and have I okay, let me say this first though. I can honestly say that I understand that when a set is recreated, that
Mhm.
person might tag, the person who they created it from. Now, if the next
Right,
person sees theirs, they're going to tag that person who they get the
right,
inspiration from, but not the original creator. So it kind of just snowballs
right,
a little bit, which is like, I can't blame that. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they
right.
see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first thing,
Exactly.
they're
Yeah.
just going to see whose page that it comes from. Now, I feel
Mhm.
like when it comes to the nail industry, we have to start deep diving into who is actually starting these trends, because
Right.
I have so many trends that I have started in the nail community that I do not get my full credit from.
Mhm.
Some days it's overwhelming a little bit. Some days it's
Right.
sad. Some days, sometimes I can be a little pissed off some days, but I mean, it happens, and it's I'm always praying. It's just happens over a couple years that I've been doing nails. I have had to learn to like it happens. It's okay, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like I've also seen a lot of nail techs blow up, you know, off of sets that I've done or like sets
Yeah.
that they will recreate everything that I do, and they'll blow up, and probably be
Right.
doing celebrity nails or something like that. And it's like, dang, like what am I doing wrong? Some days it's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like it's some days I sometimes think like, dang, like what am I doing wrong? Some days like that, but I mean, it's just the world. It's like this is what we kind of signed up for a little bit when it comes to
Yeah.
creating something and putting it out into the world. There are
Right.
billions of people in the world. Everybody are not going to see you specifically. So I've honestly had to learn that and put that within me, so that I won't lose my sugar honey iced tea some days. But
Right.
it's
Exactly.
it's a lot of it's a lot of black women out here that have actually started trends that they are not getting their full credit for,
Mm,
and sometimes it's a little unfair. It's I'm not gonna say a little. It's very unfair. It's
yeah.
very unfair, but
Agreed.
it's it's not something that we can really do honestly, unless we speak out all the time, and it's like when we say something, we're angry or we're pressed or we're doing too much or something like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and it's like me personally, I sit down here for hours, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I'm writing stuff down. I'm taking days to create a set, and when I put it
Absolutely.
out there just for the
Right.
next person to get it and blow up on it, and then all these people are crediting that person, and sometimes that person doesn't even say anything, you know. It can get very irritating some days, but it's like she wouldn't have this if it wasn't for me, you know? So
Right.
like at
Yeah.
the end of the day, I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm honestly the blueprint, and I feel like what's that
Mhm.
saying that people say? Stealing is the biggest form of flattery. Is that how that goes?
Something like that. I
Something
think
like
so.
that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like I honestly some days I feel like the nail industry, if I drop off the face of the earth right now, I don't know what the industry would do. That's how I personally feel, because it's like every nail set I see is based off me now. And I don't know, maybe it's just my algorithm and my For You page that shows me that, but it's not one nail tech I have seen that has not had a nail set that's inspired by me, you know.
Mhm.
So I mean, like I feel like I'm doing something right at the end of the day. I can't be
Right.
totally
Mhm.
upset. It is heartbreaking some days, but I mean, like, hey, like I'm growing. I'm growing every day. My
Mhm.
creativity is growing every day. It's like this is one nail set. I'm probably can flip that, make it better. It's
Right.
like
Mhm.
it's no stopping me. Honestly, it's like the way my brain goes. It's like it's so
Yeah.
much. It's so much up here, and it's like I know that this is not going to be my last viral set. You know, That's why I just have to think about it. And it's like, just pray on it. It's gonna be okay. You know, it's the nail
Yeah.
industry. What can we do? What can we do?
Yeah, I think another thing too is that and you definitely deserve credit as far as
Yeah,
setting some of the trends. Especially with the moss nails, like how you
yeah,
talked about before. I think that with this industry, and this is the whole thing of it being cutthroat in terms of
yeah.
the nail industry and
It's
stuff like
very
that.
cutthroat.
And social media plays a role too, and especially
Yeah,
the racism in the industry plays a role also
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Because there has been non-black nail techs who have stole ideas from black nail techs, nail artists, or press-on nail
Yeah, I
artists,
start dropping names
and,
on here because
and things like that. And the thing is that without black women and black creativity, this industry
yeah,
wouldn't be where it's at.
it would
Point
not
blank period.
be at all, at all. this nail industry would still be in $25 nail sets, you know, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
regular
French tip.
French tips. You know what I'm saying? Regular French tips. You know, it's just like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
man, is this crazy? It's crazy.
And the thing is that when it comes to someone else wearing the trends that we create, it's
Yeah,
like trendy and it's the hot thing. But when it
yeah,
came down to us, it was ghetto. Same thing with the different hairstyles, with the hair color and stuff like that,
yeah,
the hair streaks and stuff. That was ghetto when we wore
yep.
it. But if somebody else wear it, somebody non-black wear
It's
it,
a
it's
trend.
cool.
It's a trend. Then it's they name in front of it, and then the hairstyle. Like, what, we've been wearing this for years, decades,
Exactly.
centuries. Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. That's why I be like,
Yeah.
I be on the internet for a small period of time, and once that period, I'm not touching my phone again because it's like I just can't. I just can't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, 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 absolutely, yeah, totally. Now, how do you juggle being a business owner and personal nail artist with life and mental health?
Ooh, I can honestly say my mental health is okay. When it comes, my mental health is horrible when it
Mhm,
comes to juggling everything.
mhm.
Honestly, God, I keep my faith on me. I pray all the time. If I need a break, I'm praying first. Um, juggling and being a business owner and personal owner. Honestly, I'm still learning as well.
Right.
I'm not perfect,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, yeah,
I make sure when it comes to my business, I'm great with my communication.
right.
Um, Also, am I able to like break down how I do kind of like my orders and stuff like that?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So when it comes to anyone ordering from me, I make sure my communication is on point. Um I believe that 10 nails, when it comes to press-ons, 10 nails are not enough. I feel like people should add those extra nails in there, just in case of
Yeah,
loss,
right.
because they are
Mhm,
press-ons. They are removable. They are not actually on your fingers. They are applied with nail glue or a nail sticker, sometimes both. So I feel like that extra gives
mhm.
your clients, it's like she cares, you know?
Yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like that's one thing that I do care about. If you lose a nail, I always provide a thumb, a middle, and a pinky, because it's like, if you lose one of these, you can probably, these count, you know what I'm saying? This is this. But I feel like that's me caring as well. I also put everything in my nail orders for you to
Mhm.
apply and to take them off. So I feel
Right.
like
Take your time.
when it comes to that, so I feel like I don't really know. I feel like when it comes to juggling everything, I don't know how yet, honestly. I
Mhm.
have not had I have not had like an actual set schedule with juggling anything. I'm still learning, honestly. I'm
Right.
still learning. I'm still learning to this day. Um, but I feel like there are some things that I do that set me a little bit apart. Um,
Yeah. Mhm.
Juggling with life? I have no life. I have no life when it's outside of nails. I actually have no life outside of doing this. And my daughter is like, once she's at school, I'm taking my full set clients. Once she's out, I'm doing press-ons. Weekends, my weekends are her early. I do not work on weekends.
Mhm.
Those are her days with me.
Mhm.
And then the week is right back to it. I never stop working though. I'm always on my phone. I'm always answering a text message. I'm always answering somebody, on my phone. It's some
Right.
days
Yeah.
I'm like, some days I will go ghost from my nail page because it's like I cannot do this today. Because it's like
Mhm.
it's a lot sometimes, like having to repeat yourself constantly with messages
Mhm.
and stuff like that, and that's okay, because it happens. You get inquiries, you get people that's ready to purchase, but
Mhm.
overall, I'm a mom and I'm a nail tech. I have not learned how to put myself in all of this yet, because honestly, when it comes to me doing nails, that is my safe space. That is a place where I can
Mhm.
relax. That is a place where
Mhm.
my brain can breathe a little bit, So I feel like it's me, and then it's me being a mom. So
Mhm.
honestly, I feel like my business is me right now, and I'm okay with that because
Mhm.
I'm young. I feel like I'm almost 30. I'm gonna be 28, and I feel like once I get everything in order, I feel like my 30s I'm gonna blossom, and I'm gonna be able
Mhm.
to relax a little bit, but also evolve more. And right now, I just feel like with my business, this is my learning era. I want
Right.
to learn everything. I want to be able to just, I want to be educated on everything possible,
Mhm.
basically, right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I feel like when it comes to a business, I don't ever feel like I want to know everything, honestly.
Right.
I don't think I want to know everything. I want to continue to learn every day something new, honestly.
Right.
Even when I'm
For sure.
got everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm going to be done learning. I feel like
For
with
sure. Yeah.
nails, I'm so in tune with them that there is
Mhm.
never, I feel like you're never done learning ever, honestly.
Right.
I don't think there's ever a time where you're going to be done learning because the nail industry grows in so many ways every day. There's
Oh
no
yeah.
way that someone just knows everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I'm evolving every day, honestly. So when it comes to me balancing everything, I will never be balanced. I will never be balanced. Honestly, I will never be. Like during the week, I'm down here, and on weekends, I'm here. And I'm back. It's just yeah.
Mhm.
I'm never done learning, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I will
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
do this. Yeah.
That's the thing, definitely. I think I think that's universal for everybody, you know. Definitely never stop growing and learning in the industry, but
Yeah.
also never stop growing and learning in life. Every day is a school day.
Yep.
Things like that. I always try to learn like something new and things like that. And
Yeah.
that's the whole thing with social media, especially like with TikTok and Instagram. You learn something new or you find
Yep.
out about something, or something that's trending,
Yep.
things like that. And plus, is understand what's going on in the world too, but
Yeah.
also don't take on too much of that because that can impact your mental health too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to definitely protect your peace. So, definitely, I think, I know there's some people that say there's not much of a thing of called, like balancing and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
think it's just learning to have time for yourself as much as you possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have to learn that because like even when I'm by myself, I'm like, dang, I want to go do some nails. Like my days off, I don't have my daughter. I'm just like, dang, I want to go do some nails. I feel like doing nails. That's
Right.
my off time. I'm not a I'm not a clubber. I'm super antisocial. Like my friends be trying to get me outside and go places. I'm just like, nah. Like I like to be in the house. I like to be by myself. I like
Yeah.
to
Have
be
your own
in
space.
my creative form. I don't know. I feel
Right.
like that's the best part of me, honestly. And I'm like, I don't know. Nails is everything to me. So it's like until I get to where I want to be, I'll risk. I can risk my time because either way, I'm going to be okay. I'm either way,
Right.
I'm going to be in
Hmm.
my safe space. Yeah, when it
Absolutely.
comes to doing nails. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, most definitely. Now,
Yeah.
last but not least, where can people find you on social media, and how can people support you and your business?
Oh, y'all can support me in so many ways. Like, share, comment. You can find me on Instagram at nail by unicorn underscore nail by unicorn. I am on Lemonade. I am on TikTok. I'm on X. I'm on Facebook. I'm everywhere.
Oh, you on
Man,
everything?
I'm
Okay.
sad, you know what I'm saying? I got you. I got you. It's just, yeah. I'm the coolest person ever. I'm chill. So you order a set for me, you will not be disappointed. I'm gonna hook you up. Hook you up.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, most definitely. Well, thank you so much, Unicorn Acrylics for really jumping on. I really love like this conversation between me and you. It was really, really cool conversation.
I
Thank you
know
so much for
for
sharing.
one.
You know, Thank you so much for sharing your perspective, your experience, being a personal artist and, being passionate about what you do as well. I
Thank
love
you.
how you really, talk about God and how,
Yeah,
how God is leading you to the steps, in terms of growth and in life and, in your career as well.
yep.
I really enjoyed, like I said, our conversation. I wish you the best of luck with everything and just
Thank
thank you so much.
you. You too, man. I love your
Yeah.
whole outfit together. You came on. I
Oh,
was like,
thank you.
dang, she straight on me. I'm like, oh my God. You know, I
Yeah,
love
thank you
it.
so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you for
Thank
even
you.
just like, allowing me to be on your interview. I see all your interviews all the time. I was like, oh my God, I want to get interviewed one day. I didn't think it was gonna actually happen, but I was like, I'm so happy I got the chance to actually do this with you, honestly. Got all my jitters out, I'm a shy person, so I was like, I'm a little quiet. I'm sorry, y'all.
So
thank you.
good.
Thank you. This is an amazing experience. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care and stay beautiful.